Alrighty, never mind.
Yeah, I care more that the names line up with the face cams, honestly.
That's fair. All right, let's keep it going. Number 3 and number 4 in losers' quarters here. And Spickles already shown he can contend with the best of the best, but can he defend against Mugen?
We'll swap it. Just be aware that the face cams are switched. Everyone in chat.
That's fine. If they know anything about these players,
they'll know who's there.
They'll know. All right, so you'll have to give me the rundown on Mugen here, because I've actually never seen him play.
Old school. Well, I say old school. I say it like he's 50 years old. Definitely a Smash 4 veteran, though. Has played Roy since that game when he sucked. So, Mugen, I think he's been ranked in the top 100 before.
Also, I like how his name and his socials don't reflect that his name is Mugen either.
Yeah, his socials does. It means infinite. Mugen is infinite in Japanese.
Did not know that.
That is why that's his handle.
Okay, well, the more you know.
But yeah, no, Hyper Kirby is his old tag from Smash 4. That's why it's his tag right now.
Oh, and he's off to a great start on Spickles as well. But
great
also,
timing mix-up.
Still a decent amount of percentage, and we haven't gotten to see a Roy in a hot minute, at least since I believe the very first Top 8 stream match. So it's interesting to see Mugen's take on it.
Yeah, and Mugen and Colt, I believe. I mean, they're very close friends. They played doubles together. I believe they won doubles. I don't remember.
I would hope they did.
I lost them in doubles. You know, they kind of smoked us, but that's okay. Yeah, those two, definitely iron sharpening iron for sure. That's a good way to describe them. So I'm sure they have very similar habits, but they do differ in some key ways.
Playing the same character at different levels is a true art form of this, at least of this top 8 here in Athens. I mean, we don't see a lot of very similar characters other than, of course, the Roys, but I have not seen Mugen play, but I'm very decently impressed thus far. It's relatively the same setups in terms of what we saw from Cola as well.
Oh no, oh no!
This is dangerous, man.
What a reset there with
Wow.
2 fireballs. That is such a rare thing to see from Luigi's. Who does that?
Spickles says, I'm right here with his hand very proudly raised. Will get to recover as well and is also sitting at a tough spot, and that's a guarantee.
Good find
there.
from Mugen. Good find.
So here we go, dead even into the very last stock on game number 1.
And that is experience with your character right there. So many Roy players will land that jab and think, all right, well, I have to jab back air. No, you don't. You can jab forward air. You can double jump forward air. And Mugen knows that. He reacted to the way that jab hit, knew that he could get that forward air. That's what character knowledge will do for you.
Man, well, a lot of knowledge still left to be gained in order to make it to losers semis, where there is a very, very competent rest of the group left waiting. And there's a lot of matches you have to play just to even get to that point. We still have a winner's final to go through as well.
We sure do.
It's going to be so much fun. And this losers quarter, we hope it will still continue to be close. And Spickles, somebody who
not gonna do it.
has
Up air, that should.
Oh, no, he's still alive.
Mugen going deep, trying to find that stock, but doesn't find it.
Can't say I blame him. You can't give Spickles too much time to go to work, especially with that grab and just how much range. The crab walk comes through, and it's getting dangerous. Spickles needs to find one more conversion here.
Oh, no!
Crab comes through. This could be it, but a lot of damage on that Roy will throw him away. That's a huge forward air, but it looks like Spickles will get back without a problem. That he will. I mean, still, it's very winnable.
That should do it.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. Well, the second I saw it kill Spark and I knew that sweet spotted, yeah, he's very dead.
Worth a try.
It was a question of whether or not that would sweet spot, and it did. All right, so game 1 going the way of Mugen / Hyper Kirby. Mr. Best, aka Spickles, gonna have to answer back here in game 2.
I would love to know if there's a history of head-to-head between these two.
Oh, there certainly is. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
Or what it is.
Is it deep, do we think?
Deeper than you might think, I would assume. I mean, they've both been around, Sal at least since early Ultimate, Khalil since Smash 4, so. Oh.
Don't worry about that. That's a later issue. We do have some nice March Madness style predictions.
We do.
We do have a winner that will win, remind me, I think it's a t-shirt?
No.
Or is it something else?
We don't even know if we're going to have.
Oh, okay.
We'll probably give
Pride.
Like 10 bones or something.
Yeah. Oh, man.
The t-shirts are for the winner of this bracket and the winner of Redemption.
That's fair. Who was the winner of Redemption? Do we know that yet?
It's not over yet.
Okay. Well,
As far as I know, at least.
And from what I'm seeing, I think there's some decent Athens talent running that, I hope. In case Athens doesn't win the main bracket, but we do hope.
I mean, DD's in position for sure.
I mean, we're slightly biased, and it looks like those two are probably going to get multiple chances at each other as well, based off the way things have gone thus far. But so far, man, no Athens talent directly on the field right here, but a lot of talent still here in general. And again, I'm really looking at Spickles to make something happen here.
These two have certainly been to Athens plenty of times. I know that doesn't make them Athens, but they each have a handful of name pendings under their belt.
Oh, big play to catch from Spickles there, and a lot of damage on both players here, and a lot of very deep recoveries being forced out. Spickles, though, handling that pressure just fine and finding some returns off the ledge. Still, though, a lot of damage. Somebody's got to find an actual confirm, and that will potentially do it. No,
Sends him into
Spickles
a tough
make
spot, but no, he's back.
Makes it that a problem. It does catch him just directly jumping into that, though. So, all right, maybe Spickles getting a good read there. I won't say lucky, but an awkward interaction for sure from Mugen, and it does get a decent amount of damage, but still no major kill until there.
There we go.
Now we're even once again.
Down tilt. Yeah, not going to find much. Sal does just immediately roll in, gets away from that. And still able to punish that on hit. That is, yeah. You're not, when you use Luigi's side B, the hit is usually, you don't really want to hit. You're mostly using that for positioning.
Plenty of room to work here, especially on Battlefield as well. Granted, no top platform, so not a lot to worry about, but still enough to make things dicey for both of these characters. I mean, so far, Spickles is trying to roll with the punches, but still taking a lot of damage. Could potentially find a...
Zared dash attack there from Sal.
Gotta respect it. Didn't find that grab, though. Would have been nice.
Tried to get in there, down air to potentially kill there, but doesn't get it.
It's getting dicey still. It was slowly but surely the comeback from Spickles is there, and the plunger will do some slight damage.
That plunger is so dangerous, and do you DI it? You do.
Ooh.
These Roy players know how to DI.
I mean, Mugen's taking a lot of damage here. He hasn't gotten a hit on Spickles in
It's really hard to get off ledge when Luigi's doing this. Luigi's one of the best ledge trappers in the game.
I mean, just plunger city, and again, another great save from Mugen to make sure he's not going out, but 150%.
That Nair almost just did it.
It's a matter of time. I mean, 163, still an extra stock in the tank here, but you don't want to go down to it without maybe taking it right here.
Man.
That'll send him off. Big turnaround from Mugen.
Spickles taking a second to collect himself between stocks here. And that Nair will do
Finally.
it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, so once again, we go basically down to the wire, dead even. And in a series like this that is so contested between some of the best players here in Athens, I mean, it still makes a big difference.
Oh, no.
Yes, you could expect.
Oh,
it's not going to land, though. I was going to say
no,
that
that's the second that happened, Sal said, yeah, I died.
I was going to say that if Spickles falls 2-0 here, even though it's been close, it's not easy to make that comeback happen against a player like Mugen. But
sometimes that misfire ruins your recovery. Very unfortunate.
It's a tough one there as well. Very tough one.
Sometimes it's good to get that, but a lot of the time that'll happen.
2-0 from Mugen here. Just one more game away from a date with, I'm trying to remember who's in the
Rob
other.
Slayer.
It's Rob Slayer.
And you're not going to believe who knocked Mugen into losers to begin with. It was Rob Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer.
In case you
I feel like
in case you didn't get it.
Right, it was Rob Slayer.
Oh man, well the storylines have been set up 1,000 times.
Sal hovered Ganondorf for a second. He's really thinking about it.
Shoot, why not? But we are going to see a character switch regardless, and I'm intrigued to see this.
We might not. We'll see.
I mean, I don't feel like we should.
I don't think we would.
I was like, I think Spickles can genuinely bring it back here, but it is a long road, especially this late into the night. I mean, some of these players still have decent trips all the way back to the Atlanta area or the metro area. Some even went to Columbus State tonight, or are going back to Columbus State tonight. So
yeah.
I can expect the fatigue is probably starting to get to these players, but the best games are still yet to come. Our very first sweep of the top 8 is at hand.
It's on the horizon for sure.
It is something that could happen, but Spickles, somebody who's ready to come out with a vengeance. I mean, you could see it in the last stock there. I mean, he was decently upset with himself after that mistake, and for good reason. It's not something that you, of all the reasons you'd want to lose.
It wasn't even a mistake. It was RNG.
That's fair. RNG. So not his mistake, but a game mistake, I guess. Either way, it's something unforced that you can't control entirely, and it does suck that he wasn't able to regain off of that. And also, the timing of it is absurd, but Spickles showing he's ready to fight and does it early there, only taking 50%.
But Mugen, we saw with the last game, able to hang in there for sure. Tried to catch Sal drifting in there, doesn't get it.
Big up airs here. It's a very deep recovery.
Sitting on the ledge,
well.
he's going to look for that, yeah. I think the second he saw that up B early, he thought, oh, I have to down there now.
Here come the plungers once again. Great read from Spickles, a decent amount of damage, but nothing too dangerous just yet.
Oh, nice down smash.
That kills as well.
I don't think Saw was quite ready to DI that. It's a fast move.
That's that level of play, though. I mean, no matter what character these players are using, they make them seem superhuman,
man.
but that's very awkward, but no major punishment or confirmed for that from the hands of Mugen, so he will not be punished in return.
Does get the tech there. Very, very good not to get jab locked again because that's been dangerous, but the Cyclone does get Sao out of the jab back air there. Keeps him on stage. And another down smash, but this one won't take the stock.
I mean, Mugen shaking his head through that entire combo. Does find a very nice up B to do decent damage, and almost
slips off the side.
Almost finds Spickles there. Gets another up B for good damage, and both players still very much locked on what's left here of this stock. It's every single game, every single stock has gone down to the absolute wire. These players find themselves at 120 plus damage very commonly, and now Spickles in a spot to take the advantage in a must-win, but wow, up smash is the call, and it's extremely smart from Mugen.
Smash the smashest fast attack. The fastest smash attack out of shield for Roy.
Well, enough tongue twisters, because there's one thing we can say for sure without any hesitation is that this right here could and arguably should go the distance here on this last stock. But in order for that to happen, Spickles has to repeat this multiple times to even get us close to the thought of a Game 5. Mugen could still end it right here, and it's looking good in his favor. Could potentially find the down smash, but just slightly off. Does stall the rotation back towards the center of the stage from Spickles as well, and it's getting off.
Oh no!
And now here comes an even more.
Oh no!
Uh-oh, Spickles could do it right here.
Okay.
Won't find it though.
But back into the game for sure. He doesn't find the zero death though.
I would imagine Mugen will try to go deep here, as he had tried before and didn't exactly land it, but you would love to get down the soul, and that he will.
Yeah, he'll do it.
3-0 for Mugen, and that's the end of the run for Spickles.
And we're going to take a very brief break. We'll be right back. Less than 10 minutes, probably less than